All right, Shalom, your brother Shamar from Phoenix. With that being said, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the brothers doing this work in truth and sincerity. And I'm going to get into this lesson. I'm just going to jump right into this in Matthew 10 and 28. It says, "And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul. Rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell." So we're not supposed to have no fear against this devil, man. Because the worst that he can do to us is take our life. And that's everybody's worst fear, because everybody's in a mode of self-preservation, man. Because they're living only for their own self. But if you're a man in this truth, you're not even supposed to love your life, man. You're not even supposed to count your life worthy of anything but to serve the Lord. And that's what the scripture says, man, because we don't belong to ourselves anymore. We're not here to fulfill our own wills, desires, or intentions, man. A man that's called to do this truth, his purpose for being is to follow the directions, the commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And brothers are gonna be put in those positions where our life is gonna be required, man. That's just a simple reality of this truth, man. That's why the scripture said that the devil's gonna come down in great wrath, knowing that he has but a little time. So we saw, his blessing is a sword. Don't you think that he's gonna use it? Hey, we're gonna use our blessing, this understanding, this knowledge, wisdom, understanding. That's our blessing. Don't you think that he's gonna use his? Because this is a spiritual warfare, man, and there will be casualties. That's just a reality that people have to face, man. That men have to face. Salakia. We read that back again. It says, "And fear not them which kill the body." That's talking about Esau, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. So we all know that word hell means the grave, man. And hell is also a condition. It's not a place where eternal fire and torment is at, according to the Christian church. And that which can destroy both the soul and body is the Most High, man. So, we're supposed to fear the Most High, not man, not Esau, Edom. We don't care what we do to us, because what he can do to us is nothing, with only what the Lord allows him to do. Just like Yahweh Shai before his accusers, he said, "No power you can do nothing to me, let the power is given to you." Roughly paraphrasing, man. With that, I'm going to get Hebrews 13 and 28, I think it is. This is Hebrews 13, Salakia. Salakia is Hebrews 13 and 5. It says, "Let your conversation, your behavior, be without covetousness, and be content with such things as you have." Like I said, man, we're not here to force our own self gratification. That's what the scripture says. You be content with the things that the Lord has given you, man. The Lord has given some men little, some men a lot, man. So, and the scripture says, therefore be content with food and raiment. So we're not here, in this Esau's fucking kingdom, to make some kind of glamorous life for ourselves, man. Ultimately we're here to serve the Lord, and that's about it. And we Salakia, and we depend on the Lord to supply our needs, our daily bread, man. I'm going to read that back again. "Let your conversation be without covetousness, and be content with such things as you have. For he has said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee." So we just supposed to trust in the Lord for our necessities, man. And the Lord's going to give you what he wants to give you, and equip you to do this truth, man. And to be a benefit to the brotherhood, so that we may boldly say, "The Lord is my helper, and I will not fear what man shall do unto me." So that our reliance is on the Lord, man. Our reliance is not on Esau, Edom. That's what these 2/3 do. They rely on Esau, Edom, to give them their daily bread, to give them their comfort, man. Well, that's part of the curses. The scripture said that we're gonna go to our enemy in the want of all things. But a man in the truth got to have a different mentality. We know that we gotta work and we gotta provide for ourselves, but we gotta be content with our situation. You know, of course, if you in a fucked up situation, you use common sense and wisdom to get yourself out of it. You know, but like I said, we're not here to be prosperous, man. To make a life for ourselves in this world, because Scripture said that we're supposed to hate our fucking life, man. Instead, I'm gonna get Philippians 1:21, because that's the way the world thinks, man. The world is the 2/3, and these Edomites and these heathen out here. They're here to try to make some type of life for themselves. This is Philippians 1:21, and it says, "For to me to live, for to me to live is Yahweh Shai, and to die is gain. But if I live in the flesh, this is the fruit of my labor. Yet what I shall choose, I will not." So for us to live is Yahweh Shai, and to die is gain, man. So if we die in this truth, you know, we're assured of that glory, because you know we endured unto the end. You know, and that's what it's all about, man. We're trying to get that penny. We're trying to get that reward. And with that, I'm gonna get Revelations 14:13. This is Revelations 14:13, and it says, "And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Right blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Yea, it says the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them." So the works that we do in this life, man, you know, the sacrifices that we make for this truth, and our willingness and our to obey the commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, the works that come with that, they're gonna follow us, man, in our death. And they're gonna give us that rest and that mercy. I'm going to read it back again. It said, "I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Right blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth." Talk about those men that put their hand on the plow and they never look back, that endured until the end. Yea, says the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them. And what is our labor? Our labor is His truth. Our labor is His work, man. You know, and brothers is hoping to get that crown, man. For the Lord to tell us, you know, well done, thou good and faithful servant, man. You know, that's what our goal is, man. To build our treasures up in heaven, not here in this fucking deteriorating piece of shit kingdom known as America, man. So I'm gonna get Romans 8:35. Just a real quick lesson here at the plantation. This is Romans 8:35, and it says, "Who shall separate us for the love of Yahweh Shai? Shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or peril or sword?" So what is a sword? It represents death. So even if we die, man, as long as we make faithful unto Yahweh Shai, we're gonna get a reward. As it is written, "For thy sake we are killed all the day long, as we are counted as sheep for the slaughter." And that's how Esau looks at us, man. Because he's looking to kill us. He's looking to end us, because he can't, because he's offended by the truth that's been coming out. And that's why the scripture said there's going to be a time of Jacob's trouble. There's going to be a time of the devil coming down in great wrath. There's going to be a time of great persecution upon the men of the Lord. And part of that persecution is be putting those men of the Lord to death, man. You know, some of those, that's going to be for some brother, that's going to be their lot. And that's just a reality of what it is, man. You know, and the apostles of GMS, they don't filter nothing. You know, they tell you straight up that what this is. And we're supposed to bring the weightier matters of the law out, man. The whole roll. You know, the bitter and the sweet. It says, "Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors to Him that loved us." So we get the victory either way. We most high willing we be those men. You know, whether we're those brothers that are allotted to be martyrs, or the brothers that are allotted to endure unto the end, man. Either way, we get the victory through Yahweh Shai. I'll read verse 38. "For I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of Yahweh, which is in Mashiach, Yahweh Shai, our Lord." So that's talking about the elect, man. So no matter what happens, the elect are going to be good. And instead, I want to get Matthew 10:39. This is Yahweh Shai speaking. telling you what it is. This is Matthew 10:39. It says, I'll start at verse 38. And he that taketh not his cross and follows after me is not worthy of me. So our cross is what? Is whatever burden that we have to go through or we have to take on a daily basis to function in this truth. And for some brothers, it's different things. But there's always a cross for you to bear, man. There's always some type of difficulty for you to go through. And that's what it is, man. That's just what it is. Whether you taking L's at your workplace or your personal life or your relationship with your family or wife or whatever it is, you know, we got to bear our cross for whatever that cross is. It could be physical ailments that we go through, man. Or it could be a combination of all of them. But basically what it is that, the men of the Lord are going to suffer persecution or suffer affliction, for having this. There's got to be a trade-off for the wisdom and knowledge that we get, the truth that we receive. And because everything was good, then there will be no balance, man. That's what the scripture says: with much wisdom is much grief, and he that increases knowledge increases sorrow. Roughly paraphrasing. There's got to be a trade-off. There's got to be, in order to get something, you got to give something, man. For order for us to function in this truth, the Lord has to humble us so we don't get a proud spirit, thinking that we know everything, because we don't, man. We ain't shit. The only reason we know this truth is through the grace of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And to clarify that scripture, I'm gonna get John 12:25. It's basically the same scripture. It just goes into a little bit more. It's John 12. I think it's I'll find it. This is John 12:25. Is that he that loveth his life shall lose it. So what does that mean, man? We're not here for on personal gratification. The scripture says that he that loveth his life shall lose it. And he that hateth his life in this world, what makes you hate your life? Because you're going through some shit. Because there's always a L for you to take. There's always a affliction for you to endure. There's always a pain for you to go through. And that makes you hate your life, man. But at the flip side, we are blessed because we know this truth. And he that hateth his life in this world, because if most I willing we be those men in the world to come, we're gonna be loving our life. We're gonna be loving everything, because we're gonna get all the desires of our heart, man. In this world, he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal. If any man serve me, let him follow me. So that's what it is. It's service, man. Following the Lord is service. We're servants, slaves. If any man serve me, let him follow me, and where I am, there shall also my servant be. If any man serve me, him will my Father honor. So that says it right there. We're going to be co-inheritors with Yahweh Shai, man. Because Yahweh Shai is going to be glorified, and he's going to glorify his brothers, which are going to be the elect. So we can't be like these 2/3 out here, man. Because these 2/3 are the ones that they looking out for their own shit. Because that's why they don't want to come to this truth, because they know they gotta give up certain things to obey the Lord. That's why you got that one bug out, was it Boosie, whatever the fuck his name is. He was speaking blasphemy against the Lord, man. Saying I can eat pork if I want, and this, that, the other. And with that, I'm gonna get Philippians 2:21. And why does he say that? Because he's in the spirit of a 2/3. It says, "For all seek their own, not the thing which are Mashiach Yahweh shines." And that's the spirit of that man right there, man. He's seeking his own thing, and for that he's loving his own life. So he's gonna lose his life, man. Basically, that's what the scripture says. That's why brothers in this truth, we don't love our life, man. We don't care about our own personal ambitions or achievements. Our motivation And our goals are to serve Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You know, at the same time, you know, you use common sense. You know, you're not gonna say, well, I'm not gonna work because I gotta do this, that, the other. No, you're supposed to occupy till it comes, man. You're supposed to function and be users but not abusers of this world, man. You know, with that being said, most high willing, hope the lesson was edifying. If that one say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Shalom.